Level 1. The boy for whom the world was not enough. Age 10. You are the son of King Philip II, born in Pella in 356 BC, on the exact day the madman Herostratus burned down the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. People say it's a sign. You were born to destroy the great and build something even greater. In the courtyard, you fight with other boys and always win. Not because you're bigger, you're smaller than most, but you know no fear. Your tutor Leonidas, whom you consider almost a father, makes you get up before dawn, bathe in cold water, and sleep on a hard floor. Luxury makes men weak, he says. You remember this forever. One day, envoys from Persia come to see your father. While Philip is away, you receive them yourself and bombard them with questions. Not about treasures, not about palaces, but about roads, armies, and distances between cities. The envoys exchange glances. This child thinks like a general. Level 2. The horse. Everyone feared age 10. Merchants bring a massive black horse named Bucephalus to the palace. The price is 13 talents, a fortune. The horse goes wild, throwing off every rider, kicking, and neighing so fiercely that the servants scatter. Your father Philip is about to call off the purchase. Then, you step forward. You notice what the grown warriors missed. The horse is terrified of its own shadow. You turn his head toward the sun. The shadow disappears behind him. You speak softly, stroking his muzzle. Bucephalus calms down. You leap onto him bareback. Silence. Then, roars of sheer awe. Your father looks at you with tears in his eyes and says words you will remember for the rest of your life. My son, seek out another kingdom. Macedonia is too small for you. This horse will march 20,000 kilometers with you and die in India from battle wound. You will name a city in his honor, Bucephala. Level 3. The student who surpassed the teacher, age 13. In 343 BC, your father hires a teacher for you. Not just any teacher, Aristotle, the smartest man on earth. For 3 years in the grove of Mysa, you study every day. Philosophy, medicine, mathematics, rhetoric, biology, politics. Aristotle gifts you a personal copy of the Iliad with his margin notes. You keep it under your pillow, next to your dagger, and read it every night. Achilles becomes your god. You crave his glory, immortality through heroic deeds. You tell your friend Hephaestion, Achilles was lucky. He had Homer to sing of his greatness. But in 340 BC, Philip pulls you away from Aristotle. Enough philosophy. You are being trained to be a king, not a thinker. You are angry, but you obey. Level 4. The 14-year-old ruler, age 14. Philip goes to war against the Greek city of Perinthus and leaves you, a 14-year-old boy, as regent of all Macedonia. No sooner has your father crossed the border than a rebellion erupts in the north, led by the Thracian tribe of the Madi. Your advisors suggest waiting for the king's return. You don't wait. You lead the army yourself. The rebellion is crushed. You capture their main city, expel its inhabitants, and found a new one in its place, Alexandropolis, named after yourself. You are 14 years old, and you already have a city bearing your name. When Philip finds out, he says nothing. What is there to say? Level 5. The first real battle, age 16. 338 BC, Chaeronea. Your father is fighting the combined forces of Greece, Athens, and Thebes. At stake is dominion over the entire Greek world. You command the cavalry on the left flank. You are 16. Your objective is to destroy the sacred band of Thebes, 300 elite warriors who have never known defeat. They say they are invincible because each man fights beside the one he loves and refuses to disgrace himself. You crash into them first. The sacred band is completely annihilated. Out of 300 warriors, not a single one leaves alive. They all die, but they do not retreat. You stand among their bodies and feel something strange. Not triumph. Respect. Macedonia establishes its dominance over all of Greece. Level 6. A throne bathed in blood. Age 20. 336 BC. A grand festival in Aegae. Your father Philip II is at the peak of his power. He has just betrothed your sister and is planning an invasion of Persia. Everything is going well. Too well. In front of thousands of people, a bodyguard named Pausanias plunges a dagger into your father. Philip II falls dead. You are 20. You are the king. The first thing you do is eliminate all potential rivals for the throne. Your half-brother Caranus and your cousin Amyntas. It is brutal. But in your world, sentimentality means death. The second thing you do is abolish all taxes in Macedonia. The people are on your side. The third thing, you look to the west, east, south, and north, and you start calculating who to hit first. Level 7, the crossing that changed the world. Age 22, 334 BC. You ferry your army across the Hellespont into Asia, 50,000 soldiers. Against you stands the Persian Empire, the greatest power on earth, 20 times your size in manpower and resources. The first place you ride to is Troy. You lay a wreath on the tomb of Achilles and say, "You were lucky. You found a friend in Patroclus and a bard in Homer." Hephaestion lays a wreath on the tomb of Patroclus. You understand each other without a word. At the river Granicus, you face the first Persian army. Your generals advise you to wait until morning. You attack immediately, personally riding in the front ranks. A Persian blade glances off your helmet. A centimeter closer, and history would never have happened. But you survive, and you win. Level 8, the Gordian Knot, age 22. In the city of Gordium, you are shown the famous knot, a massive tangle of dried cornel bark. Legend has it, whoever unties it will conquer Asia. For hundreds of years, no one has been able to unravel it. You stare at the knot for a few seconds. You draw your sword, and you sever it with a single strike. Untie it or cut it, what does it matter? The result is the same. Persia does not yet know that its time is running out. Level 9, the end of an empire, age 25. October 1st, 331 BC, Gaugamela, Mesopotamia. Darius III has assembled his army for the final time. By various estimates, between 200,000 and 500,000 men, war elephants, and scythed chariots. You have 47,000. The night before the battle, your general Parmenion whispers, "Attack at night while they sleep." You reply, "Alexander does not steal his victories." In the morning, you personally lead the companion cavalry, 1,800 heavy horsemen, straight into the center of the Persian formation. You smash through their flank and charge directly at Darius himself. Darius sees you, and he turns his chariot around. The King of Kings flees. His army crumbles. The Persian Empire, which stood for 200 years, falls in a single day. You ride into Babylon. You are 25. Level 10, Son of God, age 26. In Egypt, you are welcomed without a fight. They despise the Persians here. The priests at the temple of Amun declare you the son of the god Amun-Ra, a pharaoh. You don't deny it. Standing on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, you look at the empty coastline and say a single word to your architect Dinocrates. Here. Thus, Alexandria of Egypt is born. You personally map out the streets, not with string, but with barley flour from the supply sacks, because there isn't enough string. Birds flock down and peck at the flour. The priests say it's a bad omen. Your advisors grow nervous. You laugh. Birds will flock to feed from this city from all over the world. Within 100 years, Alexandria will become the largest city in the Mediterranean. Finale. The edge of the earth, age 32, 326 BC, India. The Hephaestus River. Beyond it lies the Nanda Empire, even more formidable. Beyond that, rumor has it, is the edge of the earth. You want to go there, but your army, 8 years on campaign, thousands of kilometers from home, plagued by tropical diseases, snakes, and monsoon rains, refuses to go any further. Veterans who marched with you through Persia, Egypt, and Central Asia break down in tears and beg to go home. You lock yourself in your tent for 3 days, alone. For the first time in years, you don't know what to do. On the 4th day, you emerge, and you turn the army around. 323 BC, Babylon. You are planning a campaign into Arabia. At a feast, you drink a massive bowl of wine, then another. Hours later, a fever. The fever does not break for 12 days. The troops line up at the doors of your tent, in silence, thousands of men, just to see you alive one last time. When you are asked to whom you leave the empire, you barely whisper, to the strongest. June 10th, 323 BC. Alexander the Great is 32 years and 8 months old. In that time, he marched 20,000 kilometers on foot with his army, conquered a territory of 5.2 million square kilometers, founded over 20 cities, most of which he named after himself. He never lost a single battle, not one, never. His empire shattered immediately after his death, but his name lives on to this day. And you say, you've had a tough year.